Hey, welcome back. We're gonna get back into it and keep on going with Metroid Prime 1. Now, where am I going? Going forward. Alright. Gonna hit? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Now, if I recall correctly, I can get a missile here. This machine is functional but not receiving power. 3 nearby power conduits must be energized for it to open. Blasts of electrical energy will energize the conduits. The conduits radiate some heat that is invisible to the normal spectrum. Unfortunately, this means I have to go into blind vision. Yeah. If you ever want to know what it's like to need glasses, just turn on the heat vision for Prime Remastered. It's just about that bad. Oh, that's right. You gotta scan these things. Nope. Wrong button. Access to East Channel door granted. Lava within channel has been cooled. But yeah. The inexactness that they have cursed the player with is basically being slightly, like being just a little bit low. Just a little bit, like, low on the vision. Access to North Channel door granted. Lava within channel has been cooled. Nailed it. Now, let's get out of here. Yeah, there's just no reason everything should be so blurry, right? Hey, you ever wanted to know what it's like to need glasses? Take away the purple filter, or take away the, the odd discoloring, and, yeah, this is kind of like what it's like to need glasses in daily life. I guess we're just hammering it out. Just didn't pop up until it was way too late. Nice. Okay, thought it wasn't gonna fall down. Yeah. Pop that for me. Is it? It's a little deep. I'm just gonna go through the lava. Come on. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. Off my rhythm. Hey, we're finally at the other side, but there was a door I didn't go through and I'm curious about. And it is all the way back here. Open wide. Come on. I can't do anything with that yet. But I do know that I can do something with it. No, open it. Alright. There we go. That's the door I'm looking for. Alright. Unstable Bendesium debris blocking path. Well, I don't have something that can break Bendesium. Press jump. Here we go. Take a little hit. What? What? There's a missed that jump. Oh, I have Spider Ball. For a second I was genuinely like, oh man, I'm gonna have to jump through all this lava, you know, take a ton of damage. And then I remembered the Spider Ball. If I'm correct, we go Fendrana? No, Talon? What am I doing Talon last? Is there stuff I need to do in Fendrana? Let me look at Talon. No, I'm not sure, so. Well. That requires grapple. That requires nothing special. What would I do in Talon? So that's what Magmore, then we I don't have the fire beams, so can't do that. Don't have ice beam. Yeah, go to good Vendrana. Right? Is there a way to get there from here? Yes. Okay, great. Oh, ho, ho. A chance of no, okay. Nope. Nope. Thought there might have been something beneath that. There was in fact nothing. And I just lost a ton of health. None. Is it past here? It is past here. Okay. Oh, but it's upstairs. Dang it. Excellent. That's kind of a fun thing that, the further you go through the game, they change enemies in certain areas. And these enemies can do more damage, but, you know, don't do, like, excessive amounts of damage. And, like, every area is, like, properly balanced so you don't end up walking into a room thinking you can just pop in, get an item, and go, and then, you know, as you're walking out, an enemy just, like, teleports up to your exact position and twists around, doing all of your health, which is over 200, which is, like near 300, you know, points, like, energy points, you know. You don't just, like, die instantly, unreasonably, by some enemy that, you know, has a ton of damage it can do to you super early on. You know, because they knew how to balance their games back then. It's obvious, of course, that they forgot how to balance their games, you know, years on down the road. But way back when, Retro knew how to do their job right. It's like a spider ball thing. I'm gonna get that. Well, then I need... What? Hold on. Am I wrong? What am I missing? Hit the scan visor. Come on. I'm trying to remember which button it is. I can't think. Well, something behind the wall seems to have been activated. Alright. Wow. Oh, okay. Let me in. You got more missiles. Well, there should be another... Hello there. Oh look, it's a mini one of the boss. I'm going to avoid that. Oh, hello. Let me out. Okay. Okay. That's where I came up. I'm sure I can go out. That leads me back to this room. To the shorelines. Is there anything else that I can do in here? I think it's this. No. This research core. Can't do anything with. Observatory. I'm trying to remember where to go. Fendrana Canyon's only good for boost ball. Otherwise, Temple Chapel, Tunnel Chapel, the Elders, Temple Entry, Fendrana Shoreline, Shoreline Entrance, Magmar Caverns West. I need either Ice Beam or Gravity Suit. I can't remember where I get Ice Beam. I remembered where I get Ice Beam. I have what I need to get Ice Beam too, I believe. So we're gonna head back to, as soon as my shots start shooting straight, head back to the Chozo Temple ruins. Back down in the Magmar, go back, head to, was it the Talon Overworld one, or is there an exit to Chozo Ruins? Because if there's an exit to Chozo Ruins, I'll just go to the Chozo Ruins exit. But if there's only an exit to Talon, then I'll go through Talon. Okay, so it's a long walk. Is Talon faster? So that would be there. Yeah, let's just go to Talon and then go out of Talon to Chozo. Direction. I need to go forward, yes. What a shot. Hit the door and I didn't, have a good shot. Which is a good 50-50 on whether or not I actually, made the shot. Because you don't actually have to hit the door exactly to get the effects. To get what you want. Can I make this? Yes. Sometimes I get the sequence really good, sometimes you get it really bad. Ups the daisy. And there's a point you can make, why don't you ever complain about the loading screens on the elevators? Because they were in the OG. And they weren't that, frustratingly long. Because the areas they were loading were, smaller. Again, it didn't take that long. think there's a better argument I can make there, too. I'm just drawing a blank on it. Come on. Spit. The correct Chozo ruins should be this way? Oh. There's also the wonders, like, why, with a remaster of an old game that has so little requirements in comparison, why does it still take any time to load? That's a good question. I don't know the answer. But I'm sure the load times are lesser than the OG. Just because the technology is faster and, more powerful. Now, I can't do that, still don't have grapple beam. I need to head to Ruined Shrine, yes. Is that right? Yes, that is, because that gives you ice beam. I'm sure of it. And by I'm sure of it, I mean, that is my best guess. Hop out of here. No, thank you. Only up. This one required Spider Ball, didn't it? Yes. Spider Ball, then Wave Beam. Then we head through. I was wrong. This does get me something, but I was wrong about what it gets me. Whoops. This gets me the kind of thing I'll need later on, because, like, later on, some stuff can get very annoying. Okay. Come on. Okay. Boy, okay. Hey, what's that thing I'll get? Hold on. I made that jump wrong. Rude. You. Should be good. Here comes the pop and the drop. Nice. Wait. Come on, hit it, Good. Wonderful. That should be the last one. And wouldn't you know it? Purple Stuff! The Wave Buster. It's a really good, powerful weapon. And you need it later on to do a lot of damage to some really annoying enemies. This powerful attack uses missiles while active. Using the Wave Beam, press and hold ZR/A to charge, then press R to fire, hold ZR and A for continuous fire. Additional data downloaded, press select to learn more. Okay, that's the door to exit. Dang. Forgot it was a wave door. But I also would have missed if I had remembered it was a wave door. Alright, so that's not where to go. But it did give me some good. Where is what I'm looking for? Is it this? No. Let's see. Is it the ruined gallery? Can't be the ruined gallery. Past the sun chamber. Might be past the sun chamber this way. Gathering hall. Watery hall. What am I missing? Where do I get to the room I'm remembering? I have the idea of the room in my mind, I just can't remember exactly how to get there. That's some gathering hall. No. Maybe it's up here. Now once I remember where to go, it's gonna be real smooth. And then a whole bunch of the rest of the game opens up, but yeah, gotta remember it. Because this is one of those points in the game where it's like you just gotta like start trying old places with your new stuff. Now I need to go not there, but I could go this way. And that will get me where I want to go. All right. Alright. Well, this does actually help me out. Oh god, that was a terrible decision. I already used blind visor. No, I failed. But thankfully my failure wasn't too bad. Boom. What am I doing? I can just double jump. There we go. Telling you, man, that cloud of dust does not show enough of itself to be to be damaging. Something in here. Oh. It's an old room. Oh, nope, not quite. Okay, really? Gonna ignore my inputs directly? Okay, so this had basically nothing. Okay. That room's cleared out. Furnace. Oh, that's right, I can do the furnace now. Furnace to the left? Yes. Wonderful. Booms! Alright. Now, across the room, okay. Simple enough. Then we roll up here. And that's a tense situation if you have, you know, no boost ball. Oh, sorry, not boost ball. That's a tense situation if you don't have, spring ball. Because again, you know, spring ball is, like, not OG. I think this is something that requires a power bomb. Yeah, Bendezian portion of the floor here is weak. Requires a power bomb. New Chozo lore has been downloaded to your logbook. What is this otherworldly pestilence that infests the land, seeking out life in its blind need for corruption? And where did the meteor that brought it originate? What was it, was it crafted by alien hands, or is it the roving chunk of a planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror. That is a weird word to use. Our minds quail in horror at the thought of that long ago. In some corner of the universe as yet unseen by our eyes, an entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. Whatever cataclysm may have ruptured that doomed place must have been mighty indeed. And if other meteors from it are spread through space, bearing this evil to the far corners of the universe, we hold fast to the hope that this is not so, that the only surviving remnants of this evil are here, on Talon 4. Then, at least, there is hope for its eradication. And if they really wanted, they could have just been like, actually. Well, I don't think so. If I'm remembering correctly, the all the phazon gets like all the phazon disappears after 3, which is a shame because phazon is so cool. This device has been previously used to shut itself off. Can I scan that without having to get into the power conduit behind the statue? And then we have 3 lore bits. Oh, let's get up there. Here we go. First things first. Wait. Yeah, I have to blow it. Okay. Alright, well, let's read the lore. I think this is first. Many Chozo are gifted with the distant sight, and even more begin to learn it as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days on the breadth of the wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark. The worst the prophecies, and the most common tells of the coming of the worm. Born of parasites, nurtured in a poisoned womb, the worm grows, devouring from within until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent.
Recording to logbook.
None know if our temple, the cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. For now, it wraps around that abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe the power of Cipher, which has been produced by linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the One, who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the Entrusted One knows is approaching. When the Entrusted? What the? It's a weird sentence.
Recording to logbook.
Whoop. That's felt improperly balanced. To the Entrusted One, if you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows, starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs, believing in the black promise of the great poison. They seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these... Wait, hold on. Run that over me again? To the Entrusted One, if you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows, starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs. Believing in the black promise of the great poison, they seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are the greatest danger. When you rid the universe of these creatures, you will be the true Entrusted One. Well, anyways, it's, nice. Puzzle started. Again, I'm not a big fan of, like, prophetic story. Because, I feel like it takes away the, narrative agency. But, again, the thing that makes this better is that they don't know who the Entrusted One is. They don't know that it's Samus Aran, right? They don't have, like, an explicit details of who the person is and, what they're going to do. Whereas the Lemoran do, and it's absolute garbage. Because they know exactly what they'll do and exactly how they'll do it, and so one wonders why... Maybe I'm being a bit unfair, but like they know so much more than the Chozo did in their prophetic visions, and they still like expect you to be like, oh, this is just like Prime 1. This is not like Prime 1. Not even a little bit like Prime 1. It's just basically nothing except maybe core gameplay elements with Prime 1. Oh no. Yeah. I can't see them. Really? Show your face, kid. Phasing out of reality. Wow. Time for some Chozo bowling. Nope. Almost missed that. 1, 2, 3. Now. There we go. A new path has been opened. Dang it. I want to do the jump fall. But now it's time for more Chozo Bowling, brought to you by ESPN 8, the Ocho. Safety shield online. Window secure. Safety shield offline. Use caution near window. Radiation collector designed to absorb and store the solar energy. They appear largely decorative. And of course there's, you know, spider ball tricks, which, you know, we gotta use the spider ball. Oh yeah. A new creature. Stone Toad, prison creature small in itself, vulnerable only from within. Stone Toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures small in itself, inhaling them whole. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone Toads use their tusks as a last resort in combat. Drainage shut-off is holding, maintaining the water level of a reflecting pool at 95%. Wonderful. Let's see if I can't break that. Wouldn't you know it? It was just that easy. Excuse me. Okay, let's move a couple inches up. Let's see if I can get upstairs. What do you know? Oh, that's a little dark. Excuse me. Well, wouldn't you know it? Ice beam! But hold on, let's go and talk with some stooge for about 10 minutes about what Ice Beam does, and, you know, how he can hack the thing to, you know, get it working, rather than just, like, natural flow of game, and, you know, have something far more enjoyable. Use X and down to switch to the Ice Beam. This weapon can open ice doors, additional data downloaded. But no, I believe it's a save station. See if I can make them jump. There we go. That it is. Save station with a potential item or pathway. Hold on. Game saved. That is potentially forward, so real quick, I'm gonna go back and go hit that ice door. Oh no, they're just two separate places to go. We go to Talon Overworld South and another place. Let's go to Talon Overworld South. Let's see what we get. Are you shitting me? Oh. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to salvage the 47 minutes I've spent. I don't know if it's possible. Uh no. I need to find out how to do. Oh god. Ha ha ha. Do I run it back and then press record? Like if I... Oh boy. That's not good. Okay. So what just happened is I forgot to hit record on the gameplay. It's been going for 49 minutes. I don't know how to salvage any of that. So I'm gonna try a thing after I hit an hour, and I'm gonna hope really desperately that it works. Because if not, I'm just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to jump. We're just gonna have to jump, lose an entire hour, and I really don't want that. Really don't want that. But fuck it. Here we go. This is why we don't record immediately after waking up. No, just please. And it's like, if I lose the second hour I could have been recording on, because I have to spend an hour recording that bit, that's fine. I just don't want to lose... I just don't want to lose this hour, right? Okay. So what I did there, and I'm gonna move this back. What I did just there is there's invisible platforms that you're not supposed to know about, because you're not really supposed to be looking for it. But if you look closely, if the recording is salvaged, if you look closely, you can see there are rain droplets that are hitting something invisible, and that is because there is a platform. Right here. It's invisible, and you need a different, you need a different visor to tell you, that it's there. But I knew it was there, because I saw little water droplets, and I've been through this a few times. So, yeah. I think this one just leads you to specific items. You gotta go to the other area to get the other items. Oh, I hope I can salvage that. That is it's so incredibly frustrating that it's the forefront of my thoughts, you know, because like at the one hand it's like, well, you haven't you haven't yet lost everything, but you very well could. Talent of World East, all right. You haven't lost everything yet, but you very well could. And if I do lose everything, this just sucks. And you know, my fault, but like this just sucks. So yeah, it's hard to focus on anything else but like, is there a way to salvage this? How to salvage this? And so on. What the? Coast through the painful stuff. And wouldn't you know it, we're all the way back to the Frigate crash site, that place where I needed the ice beam. Ain't that convenient. It all comes together. Right. I'm gonna wait here before we go into the frigate, because if I lose the recording, then I'm gonna have to explain myself. So that's all for now, and yeah, I'll see you next time.